Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm also welcoming myself back to my own channel because, as I'm sure most of you are well aware, my channel got hijacked like 1 or 2 days after I poked fun at the Infinity Ward employee that ended up getting phished, and as a result, we learned a bunch of things about Modern Warfare 2. Same thing happened to me, so I guess be careful what you say. Karma can come back and smack you pretty damn hard. So what happened? That's gonna be the whole focus of this video here today. What happened? How could I avoid it? How can other people avoid it going forward? And what is going to be happening with my channel? There's a whole lot to discuss here. As you guys saw, the intro is now new. I can't change that. The intro itself, the original one that I had, can no longer be used, so I guess I should focus on that here first. So the original song, April Showers by Pro Leader, there's some issues with the publishing rights to the song. Pro Leader himself reached out to me, and his co-publisher said that he would never do anything with YouTube Content ID, and apparently he's doing something with YouTube Content ID. It's out of Pro Leader's hands, therefore anytime anyone uses the song April Showers in one of their videos, no matter what, it's going to be hit with a Content ID, and as a result, I have to change my intro. So I got to learn that while trying to figure out how to get my YouTube channel back, and let me tell you how Google has been helpful, but they were helpful in like the worst way possible, man. I don't even know how to describe this. Like, I reach out the only way as a YouTube partner, right? As somebody who has been on YouTube and making videos professionally for over a decade now. I was partnered in 2012. It's been over 11 years I've been doing this like full time, you know. As someone who's been doing that this whole time, you would think that there's like an email that we would have access to, a phone number, a live chat, something. No, literally the only way, if you're having issues with your channel, does not matter who you are. I mean, maybe it does if you're like one of the super higher ups, but as like an average, you know, content creator like myself, the only way to actually get Google's attention is to literally go to Twitter and throw a tantrum. That is all you can do. You go to Twitter, you start adding Team YouTube, you get a bunch of people that are, you know, following you to retweet and at them as well to try and get their attention, and then eventually, if you're lucky, they'll DM you. So that was like the very start of this, right? And I mean, my channel itself, I guess we should go back to the beginning. Like, how did this even happen in the first place? It was a fake brand deal. The upcoming video game Redfall, which we saw trailers for that previously, it actually looked like a pretty cool game. It kind of looked somewhat like Left 4 Dead. It looked like a pretty legit email, looked like a pretty legit, you know, business proposal, essentially. The idea was I was going to post a part of their trailer in one of my videos as sort of like an integrated ad, and they sent over a PDF, and I've done this a dozen times with all the great actual companies I've worked with, and, you know, they sent over a contract. You open up the contract, you look through it, you make sure the terms are correct in terms that you're willing to agree to, and if you do, you sign it and then you email it back to them. Simple, right? Well, when I took that PDF, it put malware in my computer and they took my YouTube channel. That's basically what happened. Like, I straight up got phished. Like, and it's actually something that's been happening quite a bit. If you guys recall, if you maybe were wondering why for some reason you were subscribed to Tesla US, yep, that was my channel. I lost like 15,000 subs, something absurd like that. But the worst part about this is this phishing scam has been going on, and it's hitting so many different content creators. What's actually crazy is if you go to YouTube right now and type in Tesla unveils new masterpiece, it's the same thing. These are other compromised channels that these hackers, these phishers have actually gotten access to. And the idea is they pretend that they're Tesla, they pretend that they're live streaming as Elon Musk revealing a new masterpiece, and on there they have like a QR code you can scan to basically infect your phone and try to scam you out of cryptocurrency. Because of course, at the end of the day, everything has to come down to cryptocurrency. So that's what happened. That is how I essentially lost my channel. And going back to it, like I said, you know, the only way to get a hold of YouTube or Google is to literally throw a tantrum on Twitter, so I did. And once I was there, I finally started talking to them, and they were entirely unhelpful to begin with, man. Like, I kid you not, for the first, like, we'll call it 36, 48 hours where my channel, I have no access to anything. They literally changed my Google account. My Google account did not exist. I had no way of getting my channel back without YouTube doing something on their end. And for the first, like, 36, 48 hours, you know, YouTube acknowledged that my channel was compromised. They called it a hijacking, actually. And what they were doing is virtually nothing, because they allowed for, like, 48 hours that freaking scam live stream to stream on my channel. They acknowledged acknowledged that this was a completely compromised account. This was not something that should be going on, but they continued to allow them to stream. You know, you think they would just press the kill switch or something like that on their end, but no, they allowed that stream to go on, and it said there were like 10,000 viewers, 5,000 viewers, 7,000 viewers, like consistently for those 48 hours. I mean, I have a feeling they were view botting, like 100%. I really do, because I don't think that I would get 10,000 viewers if I were to stream on my channel. And if somebody signs in and they see Tesla US streaming the same nonsense 24/7, it was like a 20-minute video that would just loop, you know, I think most people would figure out pretty quickly that it was a scam and that something had happened and unsub from the channel, which is what like 15,000 people did. I can't blame them. I would have done the same thing. So I think they were view botting. I really don't think they were actually getting that many views, but regardless, potentially 10,000 people are watching a scam stream on my channel, and the entire time I'm like holding, you know, YouTube and Google's feet to the fire. I'm like, we need to fix this. Can you at the very least take the stream down while we get this all sorted? And the best they could do early on, like I said, for like there's like 48 hours, was they would just link me the very first Google search result for recovering your Google account. I had like 4 or 5 different representatives, associates, or whatever they are at Google, you know, reach out and like, oh, all you gotta do is do this. They kept linking me the exact same thing, which is literally the first thing on Google. I'm like, you guys didn't think I was smart enough to, I mean, obviously I'm an idiot for losing my channel, but believe me, I Googled how to recover my account before I reached out to you. Like, it's not that complicated, you know what I mean? So eventually, I kept having to email them and DM them back saying, no, that does not work. They deleted my Google account. And the weirdest part about this, and maybe this is like too in depth or anything, like I don't know if I should say this, but what the weirdest part was, they basically compromised the hacker's email. The hacker took my email and changed it with his own. So what they did is Google compromised the hacker's email and gave it to me, which I'm like, I don't want that email. I don't want any trace of this on my channel, you know. But basically, I had to recover the hacker's freaking email account, and then from there delete that email account from this Google account and add in my email. And just, oh my god, it was so frustrating. And eventually doing that, I was able to get my channel back. But then another 24 hours go by, because for some reason, like, they'll email you like once a day, usually at like 4 in the morning. I'm not even kidding. Like 4 a.m. Eastern is typically when they actually email me back. And so it's frustrating. Like, I wake up, I write them back, and then I just have to wait 24 hours to hear back from them again. Like, this whole process could be expedited and just finished in 10 minutes if I just had a person to talk to. But, you know, maybe there's like 2 or 3 people that are actually aware of the situation at Google, and as a result, like, you know, maybe they're night shift, maybe they work overnight, and so therefore maybe their associates or whatever take down some notes, say, hey, Joe emailed, you know, he wants to know more about his channel or whatever, and then once they actually come in for their shift, that person is who writes me. But by the time, you know, I actually wake up, you know, they're done with their shift. I don't know the situation. All I know is it's incredibly frustrating how slow the support has actually been. But like I said, it was like 24 hours where I had the channel, but the channel was permanently deleted on YouTube's end, on Google's end. What they did is they decided that, you know, the scam live stream has gone on long enough, so they terminated the channel. Then eventually they reactivated the channel, and I have the emails, I have the passwords, I have the authentication, I've got the Titan key or whatever now, which is like a USB you plug into your computer, and that is, you know, you can't sign into my account anymore without, you know, that particular USB. It's like a physical key, but, you know, you plug it into your computer. So that was all good. And then yesterday I got to spend an obscene amount of time I feel like, look, I'm the idiot for losing my account, but at the same time, you think like YouTube, because like so many people like do this for a living, that's their livelihood and whatever, you think like this whole process could be expedited. I had to semi-manually reactivate over 3,000 videos on my channel. Thankfully, with the Tesla scam hacker dudes, you know, what they did is they just privated every video on my channel. They didn't delete it. I think that YouTube could actually reinstate those videos if they were deleted, but I don't know. But all they did, they privated every single video that I had. And with how like the YouTube video manager works, I could activate like 50 videos at a time, and then I would click change visibility to public, and that would take like, call it 3 or 4 minutes, because typically all 50 of them didn't actually activate, and as a result, you know, I had to redo it. So call it, I was able to do like 50 videos every 3 or 4 minutes, and I have 3,000 videos. That was painful. My mind was like so numb from being bored and watching just a little refresher wheel go slowly as my videos reactivated. And then, of course, we have issues with my name as well. Obviously, the videos are all back up. I have full control of the account and everything like that. But my name, we're having issues with that now. And like I said, talking to Google via email has been a massive pain. In fact, right before I started recording this, I emailed them back, and we're going to see if they responded. No, of course, they have not. And the idea is it's saying that I am unable to use the Near Cinema name and the Near Cinema handle. That's the big problem right now. As you can see, like, my channel should be Near Cinema. My handle should be at Near Cinema, but it's like Near Cinema Official. I had to put official because I literally couldn't just type in Near Cinema. I had to type in something else, and which is actually Blame Truth reached out. He said that's why he says Blame Truth the Codfather. Not only is that kind of like his moniker, but something happened with his account as well, and he was unable just to keep the normal Blame Truth name. He had to put in the Codfather as well, which is frustrating. And then when it comes to my handle, I couldn't use Near Cinema. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to put? And I just put like Near Cinema 1337 because, that seems like the number to rock in the gaming space, I suppose. So, yeah. So talking to them, Google is saying that I do have like reservations or whatever. They use the Near Cinema name. It's being reserved for me. The Near Cinema handle should be for me. We'll see if I actually get it, because right now it's not working. It says that name is already taken. I'm not allowed to use that name, so on and so forth. So we'll have to wait and see how that is going to play out. Obviously, I'm a bit more concerned about that than most people. I mean, you guys as viewers, it's my channel. You see the logo, you see the name and all that. But, from my perspective, this is something I've worked on for, pretty much my entire adult life, man. I've been doing this since 2011, and I would hate because of this, compromised account thing that I lose my name. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be Near Cinema Official. That's so freaking lame. Like, Near Cinema TV. Like, I don't want, no, I'm Near Cinema. I've always been Near Cinema. I'm going to keep Near Cinema if I can. So we'll have to wait and see how that is going to play out. It's also part of the branding and search results and the algorithm and all that stuff, which I'm scared to death. I've had a number of fantastic people reach out to me that were talking me through this because, they had something similar happen to their channels, and they claim that, the algorithm is not going to change. Like, once you're making videos again, you start being consistent, like, you'll just get right back in the swing of things as if nothing ever happened, and hopefully you gain those subs back that you lost. But we'll have to wait and see how that's going to play out. Like, if I look at, I know this sounds like so lame, but if I look at the views on this video, especially considering like people are wondering like what happened, like how was your account hacked, like how can we avoid this, that, and the other thing, if this video like super underperforms, like I'm talking like super underperforms, then that's going to concern me. But then again, what else can I do besides continue to make content and hope that I get my channel back into the swing of things and kind of get my foot back in the door, so to speak. So we're gonna have to wait and see how that's going to play out. To kind of just wrap things up here, if you're looking to avoid something like this happening, don't download stuff, and you can also work with different companies that will help find you brand deals and stuff like that if you're a content creator that is looking to do that kind of a thing. I've always done everything myself. I handle all my business emails, I make my videos, I edit my videos, I make my thumbnails, I fill out my tags, I do everything. That a lot of content creators, and this isn't a bad thing, but a lot of people don't even edit their own stuff. They just, they make video, they record the content, they send it over to the editor does all the stuff, and they kind of have like a little business model going. I do it all, and this time I messed up pretty much when it comes to that particular business deal, because you guys know, like, every now and then I'll do a brand deal, whether it's like Ridge Wallet, Manscaped. Remember the Manscaped ad where he talked about trimming the bushes in Black Ops Cold War, and then we transitioned into trimming your bush. It was a fantastic video. God, that was like the best ad read. I rarely do stuff, but that game genuinely looked fun. Like, I will be getting Redfall when it comes out, and I think it's coming out soon, and I thought it was the actual company reaching out, and it wasn't. So be very careful when it comes to that kind of a thing. And actually have a really good friend that works in IT, and one suggestion that he made was, if you're worried about like downloading malware and stuff like that from emails, like if you're not entirely sure, well, number A, just don't download it, don't even risk it. But number B, what he suggests is like get like a Chromebook, which is like cheap as dirt, do your business emails on the Chromebook and have none of your actual personal information like on that Chromebook. So even if, heaven forbid, something were to happen and something were to get into your account, there's nothing for them to get into, you know what I mean? Because it's not even the same device that you're using for everything else. That's a possibility as well. But in general, just be safe. Look out for scammers, catfishers, and going forward, I'm definitely going to be, I'm so concerned that somehow something like one day I'm going to wake up, my channel's going to be gone again. Like, that's terrifying. Like, I know this video is starting to get long-winded at this point, but like, imagine if you, hypothetically, I don't know, you own a deli. You know, that deli's been your livelihood for a decade, and one day someone just burns it down. You know, no insurance, no payments, nothing like that. Just one day, like, oh, that's gone. That's not yours anymore. We took it. And then everything's just gone. And there's nothing, you feel helpless, and there's like nothing you can do. That's kind of similar to this, man. It's like literally someone just walked in. It's like I got fired, essentially, with no severance package or nothing from YouTube. But it was my own fault, and hopefully going forward, we will not have any more of these issues. And yeah, so there you guys have it. That is what happened. Again, the intro song, it's not Pro Leader's fault, and actually the song used in this video, which appears to be fine with the new publishing rights and stuff like that, is actually Sunny Side of the Street, Ella Fitzgerald, but it's a Pro Leader tribute, and there's a link to that down there in the description. Then the outro, which I always do here, is I Get Ideas by Louis Armstrong, another Pro Leader tribute. So if you're into that kind of music, definitely support him as an artist. He's a fantastic artist. Again, I've been using April Showers for over a decade from him. I listen to his music. I enjoy his music, and he's been super cool about this entire thing. And yeah, so it sucks that April Showers is gone. You know, imagine me sitting here without my YouTube channel, not even knowing if I'm ever going to get it back, wondering if I'm even going to get paid this month, which I don't even know how that's going to work. I don't think I'm going to, but I guess let's have to take that one on the nose. But, and then on top of all that, then I hear, oh yeah, by the way, this, like, not to pile on, but like April Showers can't be used anymore because it's always going to get a content ID. Like, I can use it, but the video will get content ID'd, and then I won't make any money off the video. The video will go towards that co-producer, and like, it's a whole thing. So yeah, I was incredibly stressed there for for a few days. I still am, but things seem to be on the up and up now. Things seem to be getting better. And hopefully this is just an ugly period of my long YouTube journey here that I can just put behind me, and hopefully bright skies ahead. But for right now, that's it for this video here today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Thank you so much for all the support that you guys gave me on Twitter, and of course the comments. Like, as soon as my channel came back up, you guys started spamming comments and stuff like that, saying he's back, and that made me feel really good. And all the incredible YouTubers and content creators and, you know, followers and just people in general, like, just the overwhelming amount of support on Twitter and social media was actually nuts. Thank you guys all so much. And I got some, I've had a couple of days now to think about, you know, new videos and new ideas, and I have a few good ones I think you guys are going to enjoy. So until then, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.